Hello everyone, this is Jason. I'm going to try to show you how to find the area of a regular polygon if you're only given the measure of one of the sides. So here I have a regular octagon, and I'm going to tell you that this side is 10, we'll just make it centimeters, 10 centimeters. And so given that, how can I figure out the area? Well, it's not that much, it's not too difficult, but we just need to be able to use the correct trigonometric ratio to help us find a value that we need. Because we're going to end up applying this formula. Area equals 1/2 the apothem times the perimeter. That's going to be our formula that we're going to apply. And so once we apply that, we'll be able to find the answer. So here we're given one of the sides, so I know what the perimeter is. P is perimeter. So that's going to be the length of one side times the number of sides. In this case, it's 8. And so that gives me 80. And so now I need to find the apothem. If you remember, the apothem is the distance from the center of the figure to the midpoint of one of the sides. It forms a right angle there. So that's why we're going to need to apply a trigonometric ratio, because we're going to end up with a right triangle to solve. So let's take a look. We're going to focus on one triangle. Remember, this could be split up into 8 triangles. We're going to focus on one. In order to figure out that apothem, we're going to have to know couple of things. First thing is we're going to have to figure out this central angle. That central angle is going to help us figure out the angle that we need to use in our triangle when we solve it. So remember, to find central angle, we're going to take 360 divided by the number of sides. So in this case, I have 8 sides, so I'm doing 360 divided by 8. And let's see, clear that. And so I'm going to do 360, not times, divided by 8, gives me 45 degrees. 45 degrees is just the first step. It's not the value I need. I need to know this smaller angle right here. And so to figure that out, since this is a bisector of this triangle, I'm just going to divide that by 2. And so my angle that I'm looking at is 22.5 degrees. So this is a 22.5 degree angle. And so I'm going to pull this triangle out because I just want to focus on that triangle. And here's everything I know. I know this angle is 22.5. I know I'm trying to find this value, and I know what this bottom value is. It's not 10 because this meets in the middle. This is half, because these two little segments are congruent. So half of 10 is 5. So that's what I'm going to use to solve. This involves the tangent ratio, because tangent is opposite over adjacent. So this is going to be the tangent of 22.5. I know the opposite is 5. I know the adjacent is the value I'm looking for, A. And so we're just going to do some manipulation of the equation here. We're going to multiply both sides by A to get A times the tangent of 22.5 equals 5. And then we're going to divide by tangent of 22.5. Okay, so this is my calculation here to help me find the apothem. The apothem is going to equal that calculation. And so you're going to need a calculator for this. Make sure you have some kind of little scientific calculator. This is the one that just came with my computer. It's nothing fancy, so this is what I'm using. So I'm going to do 5 divided by, and make sure your calculator is in degree mode. If it's in that mode, radians, you'll get the incorrect answer. So make sure, definitely don't want to use that one. We want to use degree mode. So make sure we're using degree mode. So we're going to do 5 divided by. And for my calculator, I have to put the angle in first, then hit the ratio, and then hit enter again. So make sure you understand the functions of your calculator. So I'm dividing by 22.5. I'm looking for the tangent of that. That's the tangent of 22.5 right there. Then once I hit enter, I'll get 12.1 is what I'm going to use. 12.1 is my apothem. And so now I'm just going to go back up to this formula. I have everything I need to know. I have the apothem, I have my perimeter, and so my area is going to be 1/2 times the apothem, that value I just found, 12.1. And we'll multiply it by the perimeter, which I found earlier. Just let your calculator do the work here. Clearing that out, we're doing 12.1 times 80 divided by 2, and that gives me my area, which is 484. And I said centimeters earlier, so centimeters squared. So I hope this helps you with this lesson in geometry. If you are still struggling, please let me know and I'll figure out something else to give you to try to help you get through this question.